Hello, my name is Adam Witt, and today we are going to talk about monogamy and part of the public speaking thing where I was going to talk about lying, cheating, and discrimination and bullying. And I wanted to put in with the cheating, monogamy, and stuff because I think we need to have a little bit of an in-depth talk about that and stuff. And I kind of wanted to go to the other video with the bullying and discrimination type thing because I think we needed to look at that from a different angle as well as and whatnot. So I'm going to be doing that. So with cheating, what is cheating? Because I think that's a big question that I think needs to be really figured out right then and there and stuff like that. Because I think a lot of, not just women, but men as well, take the littlest thing and the stupidest thing and they're going to call it cheating and label it as that. I put my definition of cheating out as being if it's something you would not do with your brother or sister, cousin, or relative unless you're one of those rednecks, and I'm not gonna sit there and open up that can of worms, but like I'm saying, if you wouldn't do this with a relative and feel uncomfortable doing it with that person, you wouldn't do that with a complete stranger when it comes to being in a relationship. So, like kissing on the cheek, peck on the lips kind of thing, a good hug, that doesn't really count. And, that's just basically it. So, and then there's other little stupid little things too. It's like, hey, guy's having a meal with his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, and you notice him checking out another girl or whatever walking by. That is not also called cheating and stuff. But when he goes and gets up and then starts chatting with this woman and starts wanting to make out and, ask this person out and then dumps you, well then, yeah, that's kind of a sleazy ball move, but then, yeah, that's cheating. So, and I'm not going to put so much debate on pornography and stuff. I'm going to put my 2 cents in it. I don't really count pornography as cheating because it is not two people going at it. It's just one guy jacking off to, something on the computer or something on DVD or whatever, and it just really does not count. But a lot of people call it that because they're fantasizing about somebody other than somebody else and stuff. And that's another thing I want to talk about too. And when it comes to, and I think it's more women than men because I don't think men are so worried about their self-image, but when it comes to women and guys looking at that kind of stuff and whatnot, and they're always kind of like, always wondering, is it kind of a me thing? Is he not attracted to me? The thing is why guys cheat and guys watch pornography, it has nothing to do with, other women and stuff like that or it being about you. So that's the big topic I'm going to be talking about today. And now let's hit the storyline of monogamy. Reason that people cheat, women or men, is going to be a couple things here and there. So, and I'm going to throw it out here. One reason a person will cheat is because he's not getting the sex from the person that he should be getting it from, or she's getting it from, whatever. So, you got to get it somewhere, and if your needs aren't getting met, you're going to go cheat, or, try to get counseling and stuff, but most likely you cheat, and that's one of the reasons. Number 2, things are getting stale. And that's what happens in relationships. Things get stale, it gets boring, it's kind of a hard thing and stuff. Or you don't want to get out of the relationship, but you might be in an abusive and whatnot, relationship and it's kind of very in a bad place and stuff, and you don't want to leave, but you want to find comforts from somebody else, and that's another reason that they do it. But I think a lot of the main problem is, and that's what we're going to focus on now, is just needing variety. And it's not that it's a bad thing to want variety and stuff, and I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, Adam, you're totally crazy here, but hear me out. We are not monogamous in anything that we do. And that's a big thing in our life, is not being monogamous. Whether it's food, video games, TV, music, whatever, we can't just sit there and have one thing for the rest of our life in each category and say, well, that's my whole life right there and stuff, because it would get boring. Yeah, having the same food for 1 week, okay. You hit that second week, you're going to get sick and tired of it. Now let's hit, movies and stuff. You wouldn't want to watch the same movie all the time or watch the same TV show all the time. That's why we have in our mind a little area that says, hey, we want variety, we want, spice in our life and whatnot. And yeah, you could sit there and do different things to spice it up, but it's the same thing, just a little bit on the different. So yeah, we do things to, make ourselves happy and satisfied. So yes, we stray from the one thing that we really, really like, just so that we can find something else that we really like, and, get into that. So that's why we do, we're not monogamous in everything that we do. And it's the same thing when it comes to women. Why people get into porn, why people look at other women, why, we do all that kind of stuff. Because we need variety. Yeah, you could do role playing, you could do, weird things and stuff like that to do things to spice it up, but it's just basically, the same thing, just trying to do something to spice it up. And if it works, good for you. If it doesn't, hey, it's normal. Spicing things up in the bedroom and stuff like that is like putting salt in mac and cheese when you normally don't put salt in mac and cheese. You sit there and you're going to put a dash in there, maybe put a dash of pepper in there, but it's still the same mac and cheese with just a dash of pepper and salt in it. It's the same thing, just with a little finesse, but it's the same story, same whatever. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring about. So when it comes to couples freaking out because someone is, cheating, just kind of step back and be just kind of like, well, it is in our nature to, not be monogamous, that, monogamy it's a hard thing to come by and stuff, and try to, wanting to control. So yeah, that is basically one way I want people to look at cheating and stuff. Now, I will admit there are people out there who can say, yeah, I can stay monogamous and, be with this person for the rest of my life, not cheat, whatever, and all that stuff. And, more power to you guys if you can, have a little discipline and whatnot. And that's a good thing. But this video was more for the people who have an issue in that area and are sitting there kind of like, well, I don't know what to do kind of thing, or maybe you're having issues with staying loyal, faithful, and stuff. My message is to get people to actually be loyal and faithful, but this message was more to kind of explain to people, it's like, if the person isn't, here's why, and you can't sit there and just slap someone across the face and be like, yeah, you scumbag. Because the thing is, you're telling somebody when you do that not to be who you are, and you're no better than that person either, because you couldn't can't be monogamous about everything in your life as well, and you're just kind of complaining that this person is just as equal at the ballpark than you and stuff. And I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, yeah, but this is not, food and all that stuff. This is human, this is feelings and all that stuff. But everybody has a feeling for every little thing in this world too, when it comes to same thing with food, videos, movies, whatever and stuff. It can't be any different than the category of loving somebody for the rest of your life, No, you aren't going to have sex with food and movies and all that stuff, and I get that. It's not supposed to be about me talking about that. But it's just dealing with that emotion that you can't just have one thing for the rest of your life, and that's kind of what monogamy is about. It's just having a variety, and nobody can be monogamous. So, and that's kind of what the point is. So, people out there, don't make such a big deal about it. If he cheats or she cheats, understand that you gotta step back and just say, hey, I can understand. I can look at this at a different point of view here and stuff, and just understand that, hey, things get bland, it gets boring. You either work on it or, end it. And hopefully a lot of people would work on their relationship, as well as, try to introduce ways to spice it up and stuff, as well as, maybe you need to do certain things to have variety and stuff, and kind of introduce the fact if you want to have variety, maybe you can talk about it and stuff. So, just something to think about and stuff, and, like I said, it is what it is and stuff, and you gotta kind of take the bull by the horns and stuff a little bit. So that's my message about cheating and monogamy. My name is Adam Witt, and I hope you liked this video. Bye-bye.